Welcome, distinguished viewers. It's another beautiful day to be alive, and we are here presently at the Boundary Street constituency in Ajegunle. Welcome to another wonderful episode of the Street Assembly, brought to you by Citizens Information Network. My name is Pando, also known as Raphael Waneri, the Honorable Speaker of the street. Today we don't have boundary constituency here for Ajegunle to analyze the news we make headlines into our newspaper this morning, and also get the feedback, the view, the reaction, and of course the opinions of the street constituents here for Boundary Street constituency. Make you not go anywhere. When we come back, it will be time we could analyze the news we make headlines into our different newspaper. My name is Raphael Waneri, also known as Pando, the Honorable Speaker of the street. We will come back. Welcome back. It's still the Street Assembly, and we still there here for Boundary Street constituency. We're there for Ajegunle, and sharply make we go straight to the news. We make headlines into our different newspapers. Daily Sun this morning says Katsina reps okay full military action, and of course it comes with a rider that says summon Buhari amid calls for state of emergency. 2 million people dey displaced by Boko Haram. Now UK people talk this particular one. Don't forget, say this particular news you can find them on page 4, page 5, and of course page 6 of the Daily Sun newspaper. That one no end here. Let's go straight to the Punch newspaper this morning. The Punch newspaper says PDP attacks Buhari as bandits invade Zamfara girls' school, abduct 5, and it comes with a rider that says again, reps invite presidents, reject state of emergency in Northwest. This particular news you go see them for page 7 of the Punch newspaper. And make we go the Daily Independence this morning. Daily Independence newspaper this morning say reps to summon Buhari over rising insecurity, and it comes with a rider that says rejects move to declare state of emergency in Northwest. Return and face security challenge. This now PDP they tell the president. And lastly, it says it's unacceptable for him to abandon responsibility. This particular news for the Daily Independent, you go see them for page 41 of the Daily Independent newspaper. And lastly, make we check the Vanguard newspaper this morning. Vanguard newspaper this morning says bandits kidnap 6 at Zamfara girls' school, and with a rider that says as residents kill 7 suspected bandits. Police confirm 5 abducted in Zamfara school. Reps invite Buhari, ask him to declare state of emergency in Katsina. End your foreign trip to tackle insecurity. Now PDP they tell Buhari. And lastly, Boko Haram asks for support. You will get one. Now you can tell the Nigerian government. And of course, this now still the Street Assembly. When we come back, it will be time to take the reaction, the view, and the opinion of the street constituents here for Boundary, where they inside Ajegunle. No touch that down. We will come back. The Street Assembly, and don't forget say we dey Boundary roundabout for Ajegunle street constituency. Now Natero won't sample the opinion, the view, and of course the reactions of the street constituents here for Boundary roundabout for Ajegunle. Because somebody tell me say if you not put Ajegunle, Boundary is no boundary without Ajegunle. All right, good morning, sir. Can we meet you, sir?
Yeah, I'm Abraham, my name.
Mr. Abraham, and you too, sir.
Uche is my name.
Mr. Uche. All right, sharply, let's go to one of the news that made headlines in our daily newspaper, the Punch newspaper. It said PDP don't attack Buhari as bandits invade Zamfara girls' school, abduct 5. And again, reps don't invite the president, and don't reject state of emergency for Northwest. What will be your reaction about this abduction and the recent killings where they happen for the North?
Well, to my own understanding, when you look at what is happening in Nigeria, it's not a very welcoming issue presently. It's very disheartening and saddening that we are facing this kind of calamity in this present government. When we talk about it's a great calamity when we look at the rate of killings in this nation. And it seems like people are not taking concern about these things. Now, every day we have different people trying to create different factions of how to cause chaos in this nation. And we have a system that when we look at memory lane, far back, we don't have all these things. And this government promised the most thing that they say, security. And in the first place, because we believe that the former government, they did not take security serious according to their own statement. But now, what we have within these 4 years, the 16 years of the other government, that we say PDP or whatever, they say APC is the better one. Now, in 4 years, if we can marginalize the killing that have taken place, it will have surpassed if they take proper record of these 16 years of the other government. Now look at the rate of the northeast areas now. Then we are only struggling with Borno and Yobe and so forth. But now other states are adding into it, which is the very problem. Even the president's state is adding into the killing. Now, to my own pain is this, that we have a president that does not, seems that these things are really painful. Your country is in fire. You don't leave your house when your house is on fire. You don't leave your house when your house is on fire.
All right, sir, I'll come back to take more reactions. You don't leave your house when your house is on fire. Mr. Uche, what's your own reaction on this particular headline?
Yes, my reaction on this headline, that the government should prepare to summon all the service chiefs, because they don't know what they are doing. It is getting worse. Because they say we have a security. We don't see the security. All the states on fire now. Because we don't know where to go now. Because now it is getting worse and worse. Now the president is not in Nigeria. Seeing the Nigerians burning fire, it doesn't concern. So we see that they have to summon all the service chiefs now, before it's too late.
All right, sir, Mr. Abraham. Mr. Uche has said something very important in terms of summoning the presidency, summoning the service chiefs. Do you think these insecurity issues is as a result of the lack of actions being taken by the service chiefs, or it's just one of the politics being played upon the citizens of Nigeria?
Well, to my own understanding, when you look at the way these service chiefs have been appointed and being kept for this duration of all this killing, a very serious government does not keep people that are not working. You don't keep, they are not working, it's a fact. Look at what happened in Sri Lanka. The IG of the police resigned because before that issues of that Easter bomb blast happened, there was pre-information. But they didn't take action and responsibility to cut that level of terrorism that happened in Sri Lanka. What did the service chief do? A nobleman, he said, well, this is our fault. I resign. Now, in our nation here, people don't resign because they've done wrong. They kept living in mediocrity. Now look at how a country that have, they said, one of the best military forces in Nigeria. Of course, we have. But the rate of mismanagement in the military area have brought Nigerian military to the lowest degree in Africa. The lowest degree in the sense that our military are not being sponsored adequately. The welfare are not being taken carefully. I have a brother in the military. Sometimes when he speaks, I weep. Because of how they treat them. They don't treat them as if they are giving their life for this nation. And those that are sitting there calling themselves generals and whatever, they don't take action to these little recruits. These corporals and all these sergeants that put their life on the up front.
So it's not as if we do not have a good military to tackle the insecurity issues, but because of mismanagement.
How do you give your life to something? You look at, they have families, for goodness sake. Now if I'm going to go into the war front and fight terrorism, I have to have my heart sure that if anything happens to me, my family will be well taken care of. I'm alive, I'm not being taken care of. If I died, what will happen to my family?
All right, Mr. Abraham, thank you for this wonderful reaction. Thank you, sir, you join us for the street assembly. Mr. Uche, thank you very much. All right, viewers, it's been a wonderful time here in Ajegunle, and you heard this intriguing reactions from the street constituency here in Boundary Roundabout in Ajegunle. Honestly, when we come back, we will take more reactions, more views, and more opinions of the people of the street constituency here for Boundary Roundabout for Ajegunle. wonderful one. No be say we no get good military, no be say our military guys not ready to tackle insecurity, but because of the mismanagement and now they make things they be like say crayfish unto they bend one kind. When we come back, we go dey take more reactions and more views. No touch that down. My name na Pando, the honourable speaker of the street. We dey come back.